welcome to Ross-Age Stadium, home to the Purdue Boilermakers here in West Lafayette, Indiana, and they have been ready to go boiler up since early this morning. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the California Golden Bears, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling.
Yes.
And the Golden Bears will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Out across the 30, mark down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. They're going to ride this running back. It's a fumble. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. Looking to throw, it's Warren. Fires to the right. With the catch, it's Upshaw. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Boilermakers will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun to give, looking for room. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard games just because of the body blow effect.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to
no
the
PI.
It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down.
Timeout, Purdue.
The Boilermakers will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Never had a chance. One coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10. The Golden Bears are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Second down, he'll throw it. And they're not on the same page there. This defense has kept them back up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man on the right. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams...
All out of space. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Now improvising. He's going to take off. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic? Well, we've got fast guys, too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. The quick out. Touchdown, Cal! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Upshaw. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
It's complete on the right side. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on 3rd.
They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on 3rd down to avoid doing it again. Looking downfield, it's Warren. Makes the catch. It's Miranda. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. The Boilermakers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground with the back. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. That's reeled in. It's Miranda. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Well, the drag route's put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to set up the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Fakes to grab. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. Quarterback making adjustments. Calls his own number. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Back to throw. It's Warren. A strike downfield. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got it on the run. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And that short completion now sets up a big 3rd down here in the red zone for this team. They haven't scored yet. They're only trailing 7-0, and this is a big one. It's very, very hard to throw the football in this area of the field. But you get the feeling a critical 3rd down now. They need something good to happen, putting a lot of trust in their quarterback to make the right decision and make the big play.
4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 4th down, going to the air. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Quickly complete. Makes the tackle at the 22, but it's a 15-yard gain, and now they're in business. On 1st down from their own 22. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. And the Golden Bears in the hurry-up.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Turns it loose. It's caught downfield. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going for it all. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
You can really feel the momentum changing in this game now, can't you? The defense comes away with a massive takeaway deep in their own end. And here's the offense on the 3rd play of this drive, getting the 1st down and doing it running the football. Everything seems to be shifting in this team's favor.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They're going to run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Warren. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Trying to make magic with his feet.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Working the middle. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Purdue!
exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
And the extra point is good. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Moses. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Sets up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Oh, they're after him. Going to try to get it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Boilermakers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get to the second half, who's going to get aggressive on it? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And the Golden Bears come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Unloads to the right. Got his man downfield. At the 40, there he goes. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. The Golden Bears with the 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Trying to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. To the air on 2nd down. Fires toward the end zone. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off, needing just a few inches and going up top to get it. And he's going to try to return this one. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They go to the ground. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wide receiver comes in motion. Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. To the air, it's Warren. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Keep on fucking PIing,
Some
dog.
defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed. It's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. A shot toward the end zone. Fires into traffic, picked off. He'll try to take it back. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see him there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Toss to the outside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Shows him the stiff arm. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 48.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Pulls it in. It's Miranda. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Boilermakers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And a nice job slipping in the screen. Like, you got to know the situation when those pass rushers, Palmer, are going to come upfield, and those situations when you can take advantage of the defense.
Yeah, I would love a David Pollock just running at you free and then finding a way to negotiate the throw around a guy that just knew he was going to be getting a sack. That feels so good. Complete the screen and keep the drive alive.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Warren. Out of the backfield, he's open. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Finds his tight end. How about that defense rising up?
Why am I having such bad play calling?
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Looking to throw on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Yeah, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And the Golden Bears will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll start this drive from the 42. From the gun, the ground game. The Boilermakers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Scanning the field, it's Warren. Finds the tight end. Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Now on the option. The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
That last play, just about as disastrous as it gets, and it makes it worse because now you have to deal with second and long. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they swarm him under.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Bringing it back. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Golden Bears. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the...
They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. And they get him down. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Throws to the back.
Are you fucking kidding me, dog? Come on.
Taking a shot.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
All right, they get the completion. Don't get the first down. So we've got a massive decision now, 4th and inches. Personally, I like QB sneak. I think that picks it up right here. No matter where you are in the field, you can keep this drive going.
Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete. And
What the hell am I thinking, dog?
Yeah,
I'm a bozo.
Fourth quarter, losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get they had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. They're working that left side. Turning on the Jets. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops.
Hey!
Get into 3rd down. You get into those critical points, and now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
What a huge stop by the defense, forcing the 4th down and making the 4th down and goal a little bit harder by getting a lost yardage play. Nice job bowing up by this defense.
Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, big update in a top 5 game today. Clemson is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 22 over Kentucky. No offense, fellas, but I'm going to watch the finish of this top 5 matchup here. You guys do you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Warren. Fires to the tight end.
You know, at this point of the game, guys, trailing the way they are late in the game, check down throws are not going to get it done. You've got to be more aggressive in the passing game. You're going to have to just start taking shots.
Got his man quickly. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Boilermakers will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. No huddle offense to the line.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete to the left. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds.
And obviously this offense wants to keep it up. Like, keep the pace going, get as many plays as possible. Maybe eke one more out here before the 2-minute timeout.
Throws to the wide.
Oh, wow.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Cal! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Just one moment, and all of a sudden, the fortunes turn.
You're in a position where you're about to give up points, and now you flip that around and you put points on the board. Perfectly executed. What do you do in an interception? First guy blocks the intended receiver. Everybody else starts to form a wall where the ball's going. Nice blocking, nice interception, nice return for the touchdown.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll go to the toss. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. The Boilermakers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. They'll ride the hot hand. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And I tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.